or at least with the work that we're doing, is on the cutting edge of all of things. Um, After my master's, I'm planning to get a PhD in computational cognitive science. And some of my cohort and I are also thinking of starting a machine learning AI consulting firm, given
Oh,
the
wow.
huge, yeah, given the huge technology disruption and the whole Silicon Valley Bank bank run that a couple days ago, the massive layoffs in the tech industry, we see the current climate as an exceptional opportunity for some disruption, especially with custom machine learning AI service. So that's kind of where I'm going in the future. But philosophy has been probably the main driving force of my career, both at USP and also at UCSD. It really informs everything. It brings everything together under one cohesive umbrella. And I've been doing I've been doing some research here with some professors at
Hmm.
UCSD. With one of them was David Danks, who is on the National AI Ethics Committee. Um, and what we're doing, it's kind of on the, I never considered this before, but it's technically considered as computational philosophy, using computers to, or computational tools to do philosophy, which I mean, it sounds crazy, but I guess it's something that's possible. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Thanks, Jiaqi. Jiaqi.
Just, I want to know how that works,
Uh,
Jiaqi.
Oh, okay. So our current working is that Dr. Danks is working on the kind of pluralism or the pluralism or scientific pluralism of ontologies. There can be conflicting ontologies in scientific fields that can coexist at the same time. And then I kind of supplemented a theory that like we can optimize towards um, so science can either be I think a good model, a good explanation for the world, or it can be a simple one. Not or, but and or. It could be sometimes it could be good and complex or good and simple, but generally we'll have this parsimony principle where we prefer a simple explanation over a more complex one. But given the two binary axes of a good explanation and or good versus bad versus simple versus complex, there's a potentially large grid of combinations of the two variables. So the work that we were doing is that we're using something that we in machine learning we call gradient descent. We use a gradient descent algorithm to kind of search over the entire space where we can find local global minima, where there's an optimal combination uh, of good, bad versus complex and simple. And in doing so, maybe there is a optimal point where we can develop scientific theories or and how ontologies can develop.
Thanks, Jiaqi. That sounds extremely complex to me.
It's if it sounds crazy, it's because it is crazy.
A little, but apparently you can do it. And was it difficult to get there?
Oh yeah, and so like, I guess talk about how I got there. So about me, like before I went to UCSD, I went to art school. I did my first undergrad in I dropped out of school doing graphic design, doing UX design. And when I was in art school, I promised myself I would never do coding. Like I would never code. I would never become one of those people who code. And then
And then it happened.
look at me now, like I'm just coding. But like it was incredible how even after I graduated, I have little to basically no experience in coding, but now coding has become like breathing. It's just something I do every day. Something I have to do every day. Um, and more so than the coding, it's the math behind it. I've found philosophy to be like the the seed that planted my love for math.
Mm-hmm.
Um, everything that like I really thrive in a mathematics framework in these kind of machine learning and data science approaches. And philosophy is, I really consider philosophy to be the key principle to my appreciation for math. And that's what developed my STEM, like as a career from there as well.
Thanks, Jiaqi. Let's move to Dolores.